And so Maresca, I see how say you don't go barb your beer today on your preview. So you don't clear everything everywhere clear. Because only you say no say and meet you. And meet you on Wednesday. I was making videos yesterday. My fans were telling me, what about you? We lose. Then they were like the kind of, I saw a post say winning Barcelona, joining Arsenal and losing to Leeds is a Chelsea thing. It's a disgrace. Because the inconsistency is too much. You can't tell me that this is your baby where you bad finish so. Say nothing like say frustration of that result not the inside. A lie. We made a particular statement about we not liking your squad rotation. And anytime you do it, even today you talk about again say if you win, not be problem. So now when you not win, that be problem. But let me tell you, we cannot be the only team that is scared of injuries 24/7. We cannot be that only team that because of say you dey fear injury, you go call the throwaway point. I don't think keeping players safe and throwing away points. I don't think keeping players safe is better than throwing away points. Keeping points and few going injured is even better. I believe you have listened to that statement from John Terry. A disappointing performance. You know, you did very bad. There was no fight from the players, and now John Terry is now saying that the coach must now know that going further, rotation is not for me. I have to now stick with my 11, 12, 13, 14 players that I can trust. Have your first 11 that you trust. Then when you want to tweak it in a way that it will be easier for you to get results. Somebody like Arteta now, what else senior you for the work? When Arteta tries to rotate, even in Champions League, go and check. He must make sure say defense and defensive midfield balance. So that in case the game they had the players, the attacking players when in bench, go fit meet the game around 60 minutes, around maybe probably goalless, or maybe they lose 1-0, and it go there easier for them to just come win the game. So, and because the defense will do a good job, the players will mostly meet it at 0-0, worst case. So now, what John Terry is trying to tell you now is that stick to your first best 14. You made a statement today that you are so upset with yourself for not playing a Shepong. And that reflects to what John Terry is saying. Because if you have your best 14, immediately you are removing Chaloba or Fofana, any of them from the starting 11. Achepong should be your next best, not Tosin. But because you are so stick to squad rotation, you have made the most changes to your starting 11 in the league. I mean, in Europe top 5 league, yes. Both Germany, Italy, now you don't make the highest changes to your starting 11. So you now making the decision of not knowing, okay, if I want to tamper this first 11 now, who I go come out? Where go make sure say I not do wetin go affect my results is very important. Please follow me to YouTube because I'm going to preview the game there on YouTube as well. So let's just talk about everything. Please, just follow me to YouTube. You get. Thank you very much. Now, you now have to know that if I come out, if ESTEVAO on my right winger, then Neto they play left. Do I play him against Arsenal? Because after that game against Leeds, now they ask you say after ESTEVAO, you say welcome to the Premier League, welcome to Leeds. Now go use that laugh, but I know they try to do your mind now. Say you want just give us that vibe of say what they tell now say the Premier League go too hard for this boy. More they reduce the time first. Make it go through the process. If he play 1, 2, 3 big games, body go pick. Then he understands the pressure. So if you keep out for best, now you want to go, make it go through the process. That's not a problem. Start them again. Who they fear you? So now, if you know say this particular thing at your first 11, please let Ashepong, for example, and Gusto be your best. Let me give let's give a proper first 11. Sanchez, Chaloba Fofana, Cucurella James, Caicedo, Enzo, not as Palmer is back, Palmer, ESTEVAO, Neto, Joao Pedro. Right? Good. So that's your 11. And John Terry say your best 14. Now that best 14 means in these 3 departments, defense, midfield, attack, you must have your best 1-1-1 choice each when sure for you. Ashepong is a clear example. Plays as a central back, plays as a right back. First, anything concerned to tamper the defense, you pick Ashepong first. Moving further, if Caicedo and Enzo and Palmer is in that midfield, mostly the Caicedo and Enzo area, and you need to make one substitution there, and De Santos is your next go-to. Attack for the wings. You know that between Garnacho and Gittens, who go fit give me pass? Pick him. If not, DELAP be your next option for our attack. On a Magui, pick him. So you must pick that best 14. When you're at this ball, you won't build the team around. And if you notice the last statement Jotari said there, he said, and the players have to deal with it. The players have to deal with it, meaning that statement John Terry made now is telling you to care less. That the players have to deal with it. Because we cannot be in a club where we want to please people because of squad rotation. You cannot be losing points because you are saving players. No. Save points. Lose players. Who they fear you? They don't come back. Now all of them will get here. 1 week, 2 weeks, they'll come back. Some 1 month. You won't tell me say 40, 20 of them go injure. Just forget all those things. You cannot, let me repeat it again. You cannot be losing points. They throw away 3 points, then they save players. Then you go on save players, throw away points. Save points, throw away players. So John Terry made it clear in that video that you must have your starting 15 players, 13, 14 players. Well, sure for you. Like I said, you said it today that you are very, very, man, don't vex safe. You are very, very upset with the fact that you did not play Ashepong. That you were thinking that they are probably going to have long balls, for Leeds United, and you wanted taller players that are taller, and they were questioning you in terms of experience, and you said, was Tosin not the most experienced player in the squad that day? They said yes, but did he have a good game? And they said no. And you're like, you see? So it's not about experience, it's about the performance, right? Good. I love the answer you gave to. That answer now clearly shows, say, you self no say not be by age, now by people when won't fight for the badge. Honor. People when won't fight for her. Now you go put there. Football don't pass emotion time. It's not because say this Macron says Chelsea. What did they think say Chelsea? They discuss, they say we not dey league title, we not dey title contender. What kind of story be that? What be our wife now with the won't win the league so? What be our wife now won't win the league so? They say I go get on Nezuzu day, but maybe she wants to spend money in the body that Gittens and Garnacho. I don't managing the way the situation is. So don't let it look like 9 points behind. Something we don't fight, so we are already in the title race in 1 week. You don't know it at the Premier League. Day. Just 1 win for Man U yesterday, they were already in top 4. Yeah, the Premier League day now, so 3 points will shuffle you go here, shuffle you come down. You just push us down. Aston Villa will struggle when this season start, don't they top us. Aston Villa. Go and check how they also play their players in midweek too. In conference, they suffer more because you were the Champions League. You play Tuesday or Wednesday. They play Thursdays. Then they rotate more, yes, but at least 6 or 7 of their first 11 they did their match. After they started slow, lost to go ahead goals in the Europa and all those things. They face them. So for that Europa, so they don't make me first so. We'll see how they put squad for Europa till they play game. Now that person they top you now. Consistency. Why do you think that it's only your players that will get injured? So we are going away to Bournemouth tomorrow. When I made the Master United video yesterday, I see people commenting, Coach, why did you talk about Leeds? Why did you talk about Leeds? Anytime you see my video, and I'm not in my studio, there are chances that I may not record on YouTube. However, I'm thinking that when I go out now these days, I'll just use my phone at least to record on YouTube to make sure I give my pop-up review, because I know I know that my Chelsea fans love me and they probably want to hear from me. Thank you very much. I love that. So, the game against Leeds United, one of the things that I'm very disappointed in, as we have been saying now till now, is still the rotation. Because my mindset was even, look at Arteta, played the same night with us. Arteta played on Wednesday in the Champions League. We played Tuesday with Barcelona. Arteta played Wednesday against Bayern. We had one more day rest than them. But in Tuesday play full squad against us. The Nana in they play Brentford, he play like 90% of his squad where they are valuable at his disposal to get the point. Then you, and in the home, when you're supposed to do more balance, you know, when you're at home, you can take the risk because you're in a home game. You can't even go away, can't drop your own squad. So that's in pain me. I was so upset. So concerns going into this game now. When we've met Bournemouth for like the last 6 times. I think we won 4. Just to confirm once again, please. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 wins, 2 draws. So it's not like it's a place that we lose so much, but because of how Bournemouth can be on a normal day in the Premier League. Because when you go to Leeds and you struggle to play Leeds that were at 11 points, I don't know what you will be expecting for a team that's only 19 points. You understand? As you see this Bournemouth now, they're 14. If they win 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 points, they go around 8, 9, 4. See, who day 7th safe? Now 22 points you get. Who day 14? Get 19. Just 3 points from 7th position. That's what 3 points can do for you right now in the Premier League. That's what the team just do. We've seen that so much in the Premier League this season. Very open. So you can't lose points. So going into this game, I think Maresca must be very careful. If Maresca comes and bring in a lineup that is very disgraceful to Chelsea fans, I will go back to being a Maresca distant lover. I best make love just from far, man, not too near. Because I know you go, I go the verse. You know, say if you dey go church, your man of God, your pastor, your reverend father, if you not near him, you go love to the go church where. But immediately you near them, where when they go their house or their parish or their what they call out. I don't know what they call it. You know, where pastor they stay and where reverend father they stay. Mission house. So you go there, you can't see say the life. You got to notice that they be human being, they be man of God. Because they say the man in them acting like a normal you. You can't drop the eye where they look them before them because you don't do it close to them. So make that distance, they might give you respect from distance. So this game, I'm expecting a very difficult game from Bournemouth. It's not going to be easy. Betting company will put us for 2 points until you know, say no easy. If it's easy, they don't give 2 points on the other, 1.8, 1.04. This ordinary never give you to say it's sure for you. So it's not sure for us. We must come out and do the needful. Few things I don't want to see going into this game is that Joao Pedro DELAP thing. I think Joao Pedro himself knows that if he creates a lot of goals for DELAP, I said it in one of my videos a few weeks ago. I don't know if it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I said, if you remember, please comment that you remembered when I said it, that these 2 players do not work together. They are not connected. I'm not seeing that connection between both of them. They don't work together. I can't lie to you. I prefer ESTEVAO in the number 10. If for example, say Palmer no day. But Palmer day now. But like say before Palmer come now or tomorrow, you know what, start Palmer again. I prefer ESTEVAO for number 10, Neto for right, Canacho for left, then you put Joao Pedro for front. Not the DELAP, Joao Pedro. I prefer that because he has a better positioning to me than DELAP. So I don't want to see that thing. It's not working. Go and keep it somewhere. The middle of the bench hustle to see match. And mostly, I would prefer Magui coming in for DELAP. What is the Magui? You know, players are supposed to talk to come in for Chelsea. Because of what you want to keep with it at my disposal to use and I have to manage it. You get me? So That's it. For that attack, that's one of the things that must work. So Palmer must be behind Joao Pedro tomorrow because I'm expecting Palmer to start. So Palmer in the number 10 behind Joao Pedro. Neto on the left, ESTEVAO on the right. Yes, play him again. Forget that thing. They get the experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It don't be. All those guitars I can show the good Risha. Play the boy for there. He not gonna make the mistake 3 times. I mean, they tell you. Because how does he gather the experience? How does he gather it? So please play him. But if you don't want to play him, fine. Neto on your right, Garnacho on your left. But Palmer behind Joao Pedro. For me, in the midfield, Andre Santos and Enzo must continue. On the left back, Cucurella. Central back, Chalobah, Fofana. Right back, Reece James. Since you gave him full rest. And Sanchez, as usual, has been amazing. I know you may want to say, if case Chalobah not day or Fofana not day, he must be a Chepong. A boy who has been so good for us. Played against Liverpool. Played big games. He was not scared. How did you get Achepong to be this good? You played him in games. You kept giving him time. Achepong kept proving, and he became better. Give it to ESTEVAO like that. Don't see that the boy stress 1 or 2 matches. You can't run leave her. Give her to her like that. You understand? So it's not going to be an easy game. I've given you my preferred lineup already. And once again, in case you didn't hear that, Sanchez, Cucurella, Chalobah, Fofana, Reece James. If you want to make any changes there in the central back, it must be a Chepong. Andre Santos, Enzo, Palmer, ESTEVAO, Neto, Joao Pedro. If you don't want to do that, Neto, Palmer, Garnacho, Joao Pedro. Thank you very much. So this is my review so far for preview for the game tomorrow. It's not going to be easy. Enzo Maresca understands the pressure. He understands what is at stake. Like I said, he actually didn't go and cut his beard if there is nothing that if there's nothing connected to that game. You understand? And before I go, this was his words about the game. He said Bournemouth will be a similar game to Leeds. That is why we need to be better. And I remember the word you also said later on today in your preview when you said that it's not about experience, it's about players that can deliver. So pick that players that can deliver, trust in them, get us back. Arsenal may end up losing points tomorrow to Aston Villa, and if they do, we're back at it. So do not make a mistake. Thank you, Enzo Maresca. Good luck to Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Come on, you Blues. I love you. One time. I bet subscribe. Don't forget that part. Don't show it. Thank you very much.